So is it going to cost me more money as a buyer after August 17th when all of these changes take place? As a reminder, I'm Mike Thornton. I'm a realtor here in Chicagoland out of Wheaton, Illinois. If you have any questions about the market or you're looking to make a move here, get a hold of us. Our contact information is in the description below. So let's get into that question. Now that these changes take place and commission is decoupled and buyers will be compensating buyer's agents directly, sellers listing agents, will it cost me more as a buyer to purchase a home? Now, this is already at a time when affordability is at its all-time low. Home prices have had 4 years in a row of appreciation, almost at double digits, depending on what city you're in, which is not sustainable. The cost of living is through the roof. So will it cost me more? And the question is, probably, but depends. Here's what I would say. In a buyer's market, this is going to play out much differently than a seller's market. An example of a buyer's market would be Austin, Texas, where the market's completely flipped and demand has gone down considerably. And you might have sellers, even though that a buyer has a buyer's representation agreement with a buyer's agent, you might have sellers raising a sign saying, hey, we're willing to compensate, we're willing to offer compensation. It's just not going to show up in the MLS, and buyers are going to have to build that into their offer. So a buyer can simply attach an addendum, or they could basically finance the fee by asking for a credit in their offer. But there's ways that this can still be paid. However, if you think about how this would play out in a seller's market, you're not going to see many sellers leading with, hey, yeah, we're offering compensation. What they're going to say is, hey, bring us an offer. We'll consider it. But all that matters is our net proceeds. So, do what you want to do. They're not going to lead with, yeah, we're willing to offer this and that, because they don't have to in a seller's market. They're willing to see what buyers do, and if buyers are going to fight over the property, they might not have to pay a buyer's agent anything. So in that case, in a seller's market, I do anticipate where buyers will come out of pocket in more cases than not to compensate their agent to get that home. And quite frankly, that makes sense because it is so difficult to find a home. You need a great agent to get across the finish line. It is not just about finding the home. Obviously, you can do that online yourself. It's about building the best terms possible to win the house at the best possible price with the best possible terms while still beating out your competition. That's where the magic is. And also, they are the quarterback to help with all the different aspects of the transaction. So you don't have a crappy inspector, you don't have a crappy attorney, you don't have a lender that doesn't know what they're doing. There's so many things that can go wrong in a transaction, and that realtor is really at the center of it. So I do believe, especially in the seller's market, a buyer may have additional costs. However, I think they're going to lean into that to get proper representation, because otherwise they're going to continue to struggle to find a home just like they are today in a low inventory environment. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Shoot me a message, and we'll do many more videos about this because there's so much to play out yet as these changes take place on August 17th.